5 Asian nations. The United States is bound to defend against China. 1. Philippines. The U.S. and the Philippines have long been allied. A bilateral mutual defense agreement was signed in 1951. China's military expansion scares many of its neighbors. The Philippines is especially rattled. China's activity in the South China Sea threatens its interests. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. recently visited Tokyo. Japan and the Philippines have signed a defense treaty. Of course, Japan is the biggest American ally in the region, but Manila is also appealing to Washington directly. There are 5 U.S. military bases in the Philippines. In 2023, a new agreement gave the U.S. access to 4 more. The Philippines occupies a crucial location. It offers access to the main waterways in the South China Sea, and the northernmost Philippine island sits just 118 miles from Taiwan. 2. Japan. Japan is another nation the U.S. has pledged to defend. There are 56,000 American service members in Japan. It's the largest U.S. military presence on foreign soil. American military bases cover around 8% of Okinawa. In 2023, a new defense agreement was reached. Japan and the U.S. want to enhance anti-ship capabilities on Okinawa. This is explicitly done to counter China. Japan wants to deter China from hostile acts in the South or East China Seas. The long-standing bilateral security treaty was expanded. It now covers attacks to, from, and within space. Japan's defense ministry is ready to start construction on an uninhabited island. The U.S. and Japan will hold joint military exercises there in 2027. 3. South Korea. South Korea largely owes its existence to the U.S. military. American troops maintain a continuous presence in the country. 28,500 U.S. service members are in Korea. The U.S. and South Korean militaries are interoperable. They even have a combined division. In 2023, President Yoon Suk-yeol visited Washington. This produced a nuclear deterrence plan aimed at North Korea. The deal allows nuclear submarines to dock in South Korea. North Korea is not formally allied with anyone, but it's been relying on Chinese support since the Korean War. 4. Taiwan. China has never relinquished its claims to Taiwan. The United States has publicly pledged to defend it. Taiwan is located at a critical node within an island chain. The chain stretches from Japan to the Philippines. It's vital for the entire Indo-Pacific region. That's the strategic angle, but there's also an economic one. Taiwan manufactures 70% of the world's semiconductors. It produces 90% of the most advanced chips. The U.S. has been arming Taiwan for decades. In 2023, Washington announced a $345 million weapons package. It will be delivered to Taiwan to bolster its defenses. 5. Vietnam. Vietnam has emerged as an unlikely American ally. Although it's still nominally communist, it's more scared of China. In September 2023, President Biden met with Nguyen Phu Trong. The Vietnamese Communist Party leader welcomed him in Hanoi. They agreed on a strategic partnership deal. The U.S. will help Vietnam develop its self-reliant defense capabilities. In fact, bilateral military cooperation has been going on for some time. The U.S. delivered Hamilton-class cutters to Vietnam in 2017 and 2021. The U.S. is also Vietnam's largest export market. China and Vietnam are historically opposed. They have unsolved territorial disputes in the South China Sea. So this Vietnamese-American alliance makes sense.